Hello and welcome to this week's free-to-play solution for Resonant Battles. Before we begin, last week it was impossible to advance to interval 20 without at least 2 Resonant Heroes, which is why this week I'm in interval 18 again. If you are in a higher interval, your enemies might have slightly higher stats, and vice versa, if you are in a lower interval, they will have slightly lower stats. Both shouldn't be a big deal this week since we are neither using Wings of Mercy or Escape Route, and we are overkilling enemies by quite a lot. With that said, let's get into the solution. With them reusing the map from the very first week of Resonant Battles, this week is quite easy. We are only going to need 2 inherits and 1 seal this week. One of which you will have already most likely. First up is Alphonse with his base kit and Smite. This slot would be ideal for one of the Resonant Heroes, you only need to slightly change your movement because of a trench. Next is our tried and true Cordelia, with her base kit and Lunge in the B slot. Mine is plus speed, but it doesn't matter for the solution, since she won't need to double anyone. In the third slot we simply have a base kit Peony. And in the last slot we have a base kit Air, with Swift Sparrow as the seal. Mine is not neutral, but again, IVs don't really matter. And so, let's start the map. Now the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna move up our Air, and then Dancer with Peony, which will then allow us to kill this red thief. And next turn we will have to tank Rhajat, shouldn't be that big of a problem. Now what I also meant to say is you can probably use Samamia instead of Air, but you would have to give her Granis Shield instead of her A slot. And you would have to slightly change up your movement since you would have to move Air, or rather Samamia here. Then Dancer, kill the green thief, because she can't step on the trench, this is why we have to get closer like this. And then use the Dancer's Veil to then attack the red thief. The Dancer's Veil in this case could, by the way, also hit Peony, in which case you would simply dance Air with Peony, obviously. And then it should still amount to the same with Granis Shield. She should be able to tank Rhajat, probably, I'm not 100% certain on that. And then everything should go almost the same. Then we attack this blue thief with Cordelia and swap places. And finish him off with Alphonse. As I said, this would also easily be possible with Samamia or with Pirate Veronica. It's not a lot of damage, and all they will need to do is during next turn they will need to smite. Air kills off Rhajat. And now we can simply finish off this green thief here. He, by the way, has the Dancer's Veil, but we don't really need the Dancer's Veil at any point in this map, so you might be able to use it for something else. If something diverges from my solution. Then we smite up our Cordelia. Cordelia is now still unable to kill Hannah, but we can use the Fortifying Horn to fix that. If you would still be unable to kill Hannah for whatever reason, I mean we overkill by quite a lot, but if you aren't, it doesn't matter anyways, because then you just swap places with her and trigger your Gale Force. Now we move our Peony here and dance our Alphonse and move him up 1 square. If you had Pirate Veronica or Samamia, you would have the problem that there is a trench over here, but we would just change the movement up next turn, you'll see, because we can now move onto the trench, which is where we want to be. And if you would be unable to get onto the trench because you're Samamia or Pirate Veronica, you can just move Alphonse here and dance him with Air, with Peony, and then move him onto the trench. Cordelia meanwhile attacks this blue thief and swaps position with him. Procs her Gale Force, which again wouldn't be necessary, she could just attack him next turn. If you use Gale Force prior to that, then you kill him. And Air meanwhile weakens this red thief. And now all we have to do is finish off the thieves. We attack the red thief with Air. If she wouldn't be able to kill him, doesn't matter, we still have the lightning charm. Use the lightning charm, weaken all of them, finish off the red thief. And now you could either use the infantry boots to give Alphonse more movement, or just move up Alphonse 1 tile, dance him with Peony, and then finish off the green thief. And that's the solution. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful or entertaining, feel free to leave it a like. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can leave me a comment down below, and as always, subscribe for more content in the future.